Welcome back to Drolok's Library Guardians. Today we'll be reviewing the main story of Destiny's first major expansion, The Taken King. If you remember my previous video, the Guardians slew Crota, one of Oryx's two sons, and upon his death he called out into the void of his throne world. It was his father Oryx that heard his call, and in response decided to personally annihilate those who killed his son. It was then that he took his dreadnought, along with a small fleet, to Sol, and it was there he was met by the Awoken fleet near Saturn. The battle can be seen here.
I remember everything about the day I was born. I still bear the scars. The Awoken are my family now. And I am their queen. We fought to keep our beautiful creation safe. And now this beast has come, claiming to be king. Marasav bows to no one. You and I know how this ends. We've known since you escaped from that pit. The Awoken have played their part. This was all part of the plan. Guide them, my hidden friend. It is all up to you now.
You probably have a few questions about what Mara's plan is exactly, but don't worry about that now. We'll get to that later. For now, we will focus on the coming war. The story begins with Commander Zavala sending the Guardian to the asteroid Phobos, as the Cabal stationed there were sending out a distress signal on all channels. Upon arriving, the Guardian noticed strange occurrences throughout the Cabal base. Joined by Eris Morn via comms, she deduced that it was Oryx attacking the base, but it was too late, as Oryx's forces began engaging the Guardian. But they were different from the regular Hive. Covered in a strange goo, these enemies were not just Hive, but Cabal as well. After the Guardian escaped Phobos, the Vanguard met to assess the threat of Oryx, with Eris joining them to provide more information on Oryx's abilities. She explained that Oryx had the ability to take beings. In other words, Oryx is able to seal the will of others and turn them into his slaves. During the meeting, Hunter Vanguard Cade 6 thought up a plan, but knew Zavala and Ikora would not approve of it, so he went to speak with the Guardian. Cade's plan was simple, but risky. He asked the Guardian to go to the Cosmodrome to retrieve a stealth drive Cade left there. The stealth drive could then be used to cloak a ship, and that ship would land on the Dreadnought, creating a transmat zone for other Guardians to land on the Dreadnought. After agreeing to Cade's plan, the Guardian was sent to the Cosmodrome to recover the stealth drive from one of Cade's many hidden stashes. There, the Guardian discovered the Taken were already laying siege to the Cosmodrome. After battling through the Taken, the Guardian finally made it to the stealth drive, but was stopped by an echo of Oryx, a Taken projection of Oryx, and the one who commands the Taken around it. After defeating the echo, the Guardian claimed the stealth drive, and Cade had it retrofitted to Eris Morn's ship.
You know, you're a true artist. Can't even see the join.
Cute. But Zavala's got sign-off on all launches. Need a log while I'm letting it go.
Stargazing tour? Okay. How about an unsanctioned op, using modified stealth tech, to infiltrate a dreadnought above Saturn's rings, so we can knock out its weapons, create a transmat zone, and send in the cavalry?
How about test flight? They'll be waiting for you when you're ready.
Me? Oh, I'm not flying that thing.
Now you may be wondering, why would Cade borrow Eris's ship? I wish I could answer that question, but I have no idea. After the stealth drive was successfully installed, the Guardian flew Eris's ship towards Oryx's dreadnought. But as the Guardian was about to land, the stealth drive malfunctioned, revealing the Guardian's position to Oryx. The Guardian was just able to transmat onto the dreadnought before Oryx destroyed Eris's ship. Now stranded, the Guardian's only choice was to explore the dreadnought until they could find an area to set up a transmat zone for the other Guardians, which of course they succeeded in doing. The Guardian also discovered the Cabal aboard the dreadnought, most likely looking for payback for Phobos. The Cabal crashed their ship into the dreadnought, making it their new forward operating base. Inside the ship, the Guardian learned that Oryx is protected by something called the Rupture, and upon investigating the Rupture's location, the Guardian encountered Primus Taon, who an Echo of Oryx then effortlessly took. After the Guardian defeated the Echo, they went to enter the Rupture, but discovered they could not. Eris explained that only Ascendant Hive can enter the portal, so it was decided that in order to become Ascendant, the Guardian must steal Crota's dead essence from his throne world. The first step in Eris's plan is to have the Guardian seal remnants of the crystal that once housed Crota within the Hellmouth. After fighting to the crystal, the Guardian encountered the Hive Ogre Bax, but the powerful Ogre was taken before the Guardian could finish him off. The Guardian managed to grab a remnant of the crystal, then ran like hell to escape the swarm of Taken and Hive. The Guardian was then sent back to Rasputin's bunker in the Cosmodrome, as they needed Rasputin's advanced stealth tech to sneak into Crota's throne world. After fighting through many Taken, the Guardian was successful. Now they could finally become Ascendant Hive. The Guardian then entered Crota's throne world, using the stealth tech to return to where they slew the son of Oryx, as that was the location of his funeral. There the Guardian encountered Oryx's two daughters, Ir Anuk and Ir Hylak. The Guardian was able to absorb much of Kurta's essence, but they were discovered in the process. Unable to transmat out, the Guardian made their last stand against the Taken, or so it was believed. Using some form of Hive magic, Eris was able to teleport the Guardian back to safety. Now that the Guardian was considered Ascendant Hive, they could travel through the Rupture and defeat Oryx once and for all. After entering the Rupture, the Guardian fought through more waves of Taken, until coming upon another portal, guarded by the Taken Taon and Bax. After defeating these two, Oryx was finally willing to fight the Guardian himself. The Guardian entered the portal and battled the Taken King. After a long battle, the Guardian eventually defeated Oryx, but before the killing blow could be dealt, Oryx absorbed the Taken essence from his sword and teleported into the Ascendant Plane, escaping the Guardian.
My queen. You were right. The Guardian was the key. For the first time, the whispers are silent. It is done. I have accepted my fate. I will not fail.
Eris then used the shard she took to help the Guardian forge a unique Solar, Void, or Arc sword. The Guardian was sent on 2 missions sometime after their battle with Oryx. One was back into the Cabal ship on the Dreadnought, the other was into the Vault of Glass. The Guardian discovered the Cabal were sending a distress signal back to their empire, which was most concerning, as we'll see later. The Guardian entered the Vault of Glass after receiving a message from Praedyth, one of the Guardians who entered the vault in the past. There, the Guardian discovered the Taken, and knew they had to be stopped before they could take the entire Vex network. After defeating the Taken, the Guardian discovered the remains of Praedyth, and while they couldn't save him, they stopped the Taken from controlling the Vex. As Oryx wasn't killed in his throne world, he still had to be permanently killed. The Guardian, leading a fire team of 5 other Guardians, entered the Ascendant Plane and fought through Oryx's throne world, defeating his top generals and even his 2 daughters. Then the Guardians did battle with Oryx himself. Using Corrupted Light, the fire team was able to defeat Oryx, killing him permanently. Thus, the Taken King's reign was over, giving the Last City its biggest victory yet. And that's the story of the Taken King. Well, most of it. There are some strikes that I didn't include, as I don't believe there's much narrative importance there, but let me know if you'd like to hear about them in the next video, which will focus on the April update, and maybe Destiny's final expansion, Rise of Iron. As always, thank you for all the support. It honestly makes my day when someone tells me how these videos have helped them. Anyway, that's all I've got. Have a good one.